The Ecology and Legacy minor came to be because I was trying to think about ways in which students could engage some of the big issues of our times, ecology being one of them. And so I wanted each of them to think deeply about the fact that we're living on a finite resource. How do we approach that as individuals, as communities, as a nation, and then as global citizens?
In the Ecology and Legacy program, we went to first Montana to the Environmental Humanities Center there. And then after that, we spent 2 weeks in Salt Lake City, traveling all over around the Great Salt Lake, studying land from a critical arts perspective. That was very cool. And then after that, we traveled to, this was the big kicker to the entire program, Peninsula Valdez, Argentina, where we studied all sorts of local ecology, notably the whales.
The students, when they first got there, seemed pretty excited. They were a little tired, I think. It has the feel of adventure when you get there. It has the feel of we're going someplace, we're doing something.
One of the first things that struck me right off the bat when we were in Montana was the experiential learning, right? The field work we did. We were able to take what we were learning, take the abstract, and able to combine that with our sensory experience immediately, like get out in the dirt. It was incredible.
And it was beautiful, this ecological kind of gemstone. It's the last place in the world where they have trumpeter swans. We saw all kinds of animals and were attacked by mosquitoes.
The Salt Lake City component of the course was really one of the most exciting things we did. The spiral jetty is emotionally vibrant. We had our expectations for the sun tunnels would be that they'd just be these cylinders out in the middle of the desert, but when we got there, the students were really pretty engaged in the fact that somebody had spent so much time drilling holes in concrete.
And then the choice for Patagonia, Argentina was in direct response to the Great Basin because, in fact, Patagonia, the area we were in Argentina, is very similar desert to the Great Basin. And so when we got off the bus and these students walked towards the water and the whales were right there, and one of the students just fell to her knees and was, kind of crying in happiness. And that to me was a moment of absolute elation.
Being able to work with the top biologists in Argentina on whales was something that wouldn't have been possible without being able to go there.
During the summer, for those 6 weeks, I don't know if I've ever learned so much in such a short period of time. I felt like my mind was just always exploding with new information.
I learned a lot about interdisciplinary work. I was an engineer, there was a French minor, political science, biology. There was a little bit of everyone represented.
If I were to meet you today and you said you were interested in applying for this program, I would say jump on that, apply immediately. Not only is it very cool that you get to see at least 100 whales a day, but in addition to that, this program completely expands the way you look at the world, especially if you're interested in these sort of issues, regardless of whatever discipline you're in or wherever you're coming from.